And welcome back to PWine Episode 3. I'm Shan.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Emily, and today we're going to talk about China, Shanghai 2024.
Woo!
First of all, Law, what are you drinking?
I can't say the name, it's just the chicken wine. There's a French name to it, but it's the chicken wine everyone will know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Mine.
What are you drinking, Em?
Thanks. Mine is Vina Albali. Albali?
Oh, was this the one that you had last week? The first podcast? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, this was my reserve wine, just in case I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
This is nice
Is
little
it sweet? Is it dry? What
Spanish.
we're going with? Spanish.
Oh, it's a bit bitter, that is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like nice bitter.
It could probably taste nicer as the bottle goes down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. What are you drinking, Shan?
I'm wineless.
Come
Yeah,
on, it was
I
the
am.
first time on the podcast and you forget your wine.
I did forget my wine. That is my own fault. Next week I will be more prepared, but it will probably be alcohol free.
No judging here.
Right?
No, you don't need alcohol to have a good time, guys.
You definitely don't.
It helps sometimes, but yeah.
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 Before we start, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. This is not papaya orange that I'm wearing.
It's not. It is Dutch orange. it is a Max Verstappen doll.
So yeah, that's the elephant addressed. Moving on. Anyway,
I mean, did you buy that in preparation for the bet that you could have lost?
no,
She pointed at Jack. She didn't say it.
I bought it because it's £10 in TK Maxx. I thought, why not? And they did have it.
Why not?
Why not? No, I'll tell you the truth. So I've bought it and I'm wearing it today because every time, like obviously I've worn like a McLaren top and a Ferrari top on this, or McLaren or Ferrari on race day, they've never won. So my thinking is I wear this and he won't win. So that is,
Okay. Like the logic.
yeah, it's not going to work, but
We can hope for the best.
definitely.
You know, it's already happened once this year. It could happen again.
And if it does, I am wearing this for the rest of the year. In fact,
Might have to go get myself one.
I'll buy more.
Anyway, so yeah, Shanghai 2024. We've
We've made it back.
yeah.
We're back again.
We've made it eventually. Ready?
So
We're back in China.
yeah,
The 2019 rookies are not rookies anymore.
no, they're not, but they've got zero. Well, not zero experience, but very little experience.
Very little. They're probably the least experienced on the track.
Apart
Some
from
of them at least experienced.
the
Apart
rookies.
from Lancaster and Shaw. Hometown hero.
And Oscar.
Yeah.
We're just going to ignore, like,
We're not going to ignore Logan.
Logan.
Logan's a rookie as well on this track.
I thought you said Logan.
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
Do you know
Maybe I
what
didn't.
I had to do? I had to do a long pause then because when you said and Oscar, it just clicked in my mind about the tweet that he did earlier in the week where he said, what was it, his great grandfather was like part Chinese, so doesn't that make him like 1/16 Chinese?
Once,
So it's technically, yeah, 1/16 of a home race. And I clicked when I'd said it about forgetting Logan, and I was like, maybe they're on about the tweet.
yeah. He's 1/16th Chinese, therefore it's his home race.
Hometown hero.
Not sure is hometown hero, and I
Yeah.
pray for a good race for him this week.
Yeah.
I pray that he wasn't tart steak this week.
If you're gonna say that with him being like your 1/16th Chinese, then at Belgium we can say Lando and Max are
Hometown heroes.
Yeah.
Lando technically is hometown hero.
That's
He's
not
half. But that's further on in the season.
anyway.
We'll get back to that later on in the year.
Yeah. So last time we were here, Hamilton won.
Yeah. Bottas was on pole.
Yes. So Bottas was still racing for Mercedes at that point. So
And then it went downhill.
very quickly. Yeah, because it was the season after he was racing for Sauber, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, William. 56 laps. It's always been 56 laps since 2004, isn't it? So, is this the first time there's been a sprint race at China?
Sprint races only recently come in, haven't they?
Well, I did see a video.
I do think it's unfair they're doing the sprint at China.
Yeah, I did see a video somewhere where a guy was talking about the sprint format for this weekend, and basically saying because qualifying is 3 hours after the sprint, if anything goes wrong, chances are they're not going to have the cars ready for quali. So we could see a big shift in things happening in quali with, drivers not even being able to take part in it because the cars aren't ready.
Yeah. So let's pray for safe sprints.
Yeah,
so
safe sprint.
All 20 drivers are in qualifying. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's very, very short quali.
I feel like Williams down to one car already.
Williams are down to one car.
Have they even got 2 cars to run this weekend?
No, they have. I just don't think one of them's working right. We'll see. It was Frank Williams' birthday today, though.
Oh, happy birthday.
I mean, not to jump the gun, but based on what bold predictions are coming later on, I hope that Williams have both cars.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
So the lap record is still held by Michael Schumacher at this track, set back in 2004.
Wow.
Difficult track, but shout out to our boy Pierre Gasly for setting fastest lap the last time he raced in China.
It's not happening this weekend, is it?
He was in a Red Bull, though. He was in a Red Bull.
He finished 6th, didn't he, as well?
Yes.
I'd just be happy if the boy finishes.
Yeah, just give another finish, 2 finishes this season.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if Lucy takes him out. I'll be happy if Lucy takes him out the fantasy. But they are bringing upgrades.
Do you know what? It makes me laugh because I don't know if you guys have seen it as well. There's an Alpine, Alpine, as we should say right now, billboard going around about basically not driving a shit car. And it just makes you think, if you're posting billboards like that, what's going on with the F1 cars, guys?
Different Alpine, though.
Yeah, but link the two together, it makes sense. Like,
French Pine's not done very well.
Yeah.
French Pine aren't Frenching. French do a nice wine. Alpine aren't.
They are
not Asian like
right
one.
Now.
They're not Asian like French wine.
It's French pain at this point, isn't it? So
French pain, yeah.
Pain au chocolat. Here with the jokes all week, guys.
She's here all week.
We're
So
not, we've got lives.
yeah, it's very true. I am a Hindu this weekend, aren't I? So yeah.
Ooh.
We have, fun fact about this race, we have less data available for this race than we do for a Japanese April race.
We have less what?
Data available.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
We thought it wasn't going to get any worse, and it has.
well, yeah, so they say the week that the track's been retarmacked, but I've looked into this. The track hasn't been retarmacked, it's just the track is built on swampland. So, which causes natural bumps and lumps within the track, which is not great for these new cars with the bottom, yeah. And there's natural shifts in the tarmac, so they've been papering over the cracks, basically.
Oh,
So,
great to be a Ferrari fan today.
we all remember what happened in Vegas. The Carlos Sainz's car with the potholes, then we're in for a treat this weekend.
Charles Preston, great.
All I can say is, I will have the tissues ready for you.
No, I'm not positive. Positive thinking. Boy is doing well.
Manifest it.
To be fair, he's raced quite a lot at this track as well, so he should be good at it because he raced in Toro Rosso and he raced in Renault as well, and McLaren for 1 year.
McLaren.
We've got different tyres. So they're the
But we
same
got,
as they were, but they're different tyres than what they were back in 2019.
what have we got then, Em?
So we've got the same as we did in 2019. We've got a C2, which are our hards, our C3s, which are mediums, and our C4s, which are our softs. Like I said, same compounds as 2019, but the tyres are 18 inches now rather than whatever they were back in 2019. So yeah, and like I said, the flooring of these new cars, obviously because they've all been lowered substantially for the down, what's it called?
Yeah. Downgrade. Downgrade.
Downshift.
Downshift. Yeah, that one.
That these bumps that are forming on the track might pose a little bit of an issue.
I think what else will cause the issue is the sharp right turn leading on to the start-finish straight.
The turn 14.
Turn 15. The 90-degree left turn.
I think that would be fine.
I feel like you're itching for someone to go slap bang it straight into a wall.
But it will make some great entertainment if it does happen, though.
Yeah.
Everybody loves.
I'm not going to say I wish for it, but it would make for a bit of entertainment.
As long as everyone's safe and nobody's hurt, it does make for some good footage for people to watch. And you know, if it helps their favorite driver get up in the rankings, like, can't blame anyone.
Danny takes out Max. I'm going to do a bold prediction. Danny's taking out Max this week. Danny's going to be a lap behind Max.
Is that another bold prediction?
Yeah. Danny's taking out Max. Max is overtaken to start the next lap while Danny's finishing the lap Max has just finished. Danny's starting the lap Max has just finished. Can we point out that Jensen has won at this race as well? In 2010.
Ooh. Oh, I do like a bit of Jensen Button. Man's a fine wine.
Alonso was the last Ferrari driver to win here.
Yeah.
Is it going to be
Leclerc? Sorry.
Leclerc! That'll be me. For Leclerc, I
hope. Yeah, when we go to Italy for Monza, we will be going and getting Charles Leclerc's ice cream.
I'll be in every shop. I will go to every Inter Spa that possibly is in Milan to find Leclerc ice cream.
Well, you get there like early hours before I do, because technically I don't get there till the Friday morning. So you've got like
I get there
whole
at
day.
8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock on Thursday night, I will be in every single shop.
Okay, so you've got a few hours before me to have a look around for some of the ice cream, and if not,
Yeah.
I'll do some extra searching to bring some home on the Tuesday.
This is
Sounds
what
like
we
a
said, we
plan.
have to bring Emily some home.
Yeah.
You promised.
Don't know how I'm getting ice cream home, but I promised Emily to bring an ice cream home.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. How are you supposed to get ice cream home on a plane?
I'm taking a freezer bag.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
But
We don't want you getting stopped at security. Anything
sure,
to
maybe get the
declare?
Milan
No.
airport.
Anything
Okay,
to declare?
next
Just
point then.
Sorry, I was thinking about the pistachio.
Oh yeah, I know it's pistachio. I know I need to get the pistachio. Or the chocolate tango.
Oh, that sounds good.
No, that was it wasn't chocolate tango, was it? It was
Caramel tango.
yeah. Yeah. So obviously we've gone over the track dilemmas. Let's go over the driver dilemmas. So we're only having one free practice this weekend on a track that we've not raced on in 5 years.
I feel like it's so unfair.
I feel like someone has like literally gone, how can we make this even more of a silly season? I know.
Let's add a sprint.
Let's stick them in China for the first time in 4 years and 5 years and have a sprint.
Yeah.
Do you know who I reckon will be okay though?
Verstappen.
Any guesses other than Verstappen?
How
Pretty
is it?
obvious. No, pretty obvious who's probably going to be like the best of the best, like better than okay, handling it all.
Only other
Alonso.
person comes to my head is Alonso.
Yeah, Alonso. Like, think about it. He's practically veteran now.
And he's
Not
won
to be
it.
ageist. Yeah, not to be
But
ageist.
Lewis has
but
won it as
like,
well. Lewis has won it
yeah.
5 times.
There you go. Then, like, they'd both be that they're both very experienced. So I think out of everyone, they're probably going to be okay coming out of the sprint, going into quali and
Yeah.
race day.
I
It's
feel like
just-
Danny Rick's going to be okay here as well.
I was just about to say, I think Danny Rick would be if he wasn't in a V carb.
Or the V carb.
He's got a new chassis though. He's got a brand new car.
There you
But
go.
I still think he would be all right if he wasn't in a V carb.
I think he'll be okay. And that's not a bold
I don't think you'll
prediction.
put it in the ball.
Yeah.
I think they might have put him through another test of you need to look left and right.
Left. Right, yeah.
Yeah, like left, right, yeah. I need to look both ways, not just one. Not just left. To then put it into a Williams.
Just needs to not have Alex Albon right up behind him to even venture into that. Anyway.
The man, the myth, the legend of the DRS train and Mr. Alex Albon, everybody.
There's 2 DRS zones. He could be getting there. He could do it.
I'm so glad there's 2 DRS zones in this because, like, I thought Japan was quite boring with just the one. I couldn't remember it being that boring, but it was.
I don't think it's ever that boring because it's always like stop, start, rain all the time.
I mean,
in
like,
Japan when it's in
commentating-wise
October.
with the DRSs and stuff, not actually like a boring race. Sorry,
I did find Japan really boring, as I said in last week's episode.
You fell asleep, didn't you?
Yep.
No, that was
I
Australia.
sleep at lap 30 to lap 45.
Wow.
Respectfully, I'm glad I didn't wake up. Like, normally I'm really good for waking up for the races, but I have been way too tired and I've just thought, Max is just going to win. So what's the point?
I woke up from a really disturbed sleep. Like, I'm finding with like these really early start races that I'm not sleeping very well the night before, and I don't know why.
You're too scared you're not going to get up.
No, I don't even think it's that. I feel like I'm filled with like genuine nerves over the race. I don't know why,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna wake up, the race is gonna start, and Max Verstappen's gonna win. So I don't quite understand what the nerves are about. But there's that small glimmer of hope. There's like, today could be the day that Lando Norris wins. I'm full on like that fish in Finding Nemo go like, today's the day, the sun is shining, the tank is clean, the tank is clean. So I feel like it could be like the sun is shining and it's gonna be Lando Norris's
Max is in the lead. Max is in the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure that, I mean, we don't have any early wake ups now after this weekend. They're all afternoon, evening for us moving forward, but still, mental
Yeah.
well-being check for ourselves and anybody else who's been waking up early to watch these races. Are you okay? Is your sleep pattern back to normal?
Oh, I
Like,
don't think
make
my
sure you
sleep pattern ever will be back to normal.
make sure you get that rest, girlies and guys, whatever, whoever's watching, get that rest in.
But I feel like we've gone from one extreme to the next, though. Like, so all these early wake ups, and then the next race then is going to be 9 p.m. And I'm like, it's my bedtime. I'm so glad I want a bank holiday weekend because that's my bedtime.
Yeah.
No, it's one extreme to the other. It's just ridiculous.
And then it's like you have your little steady pace, and then it's Vegas at 3 a.m. in the morning again. And it's like, do you stay up?
Well,
Vegas was 6, wasn't it? Because it's on a Saturday.
6. It's another.
Well, you guys actually have it better than me for Vegas because I will be on the East Coast of America when Vegas is on. So I have
early hours of the morning.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 a.m. where I will be when Vegas is on.
Drink and stay up.
Yeah.
Get your wine in and just stay up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But then, like, we're even starting next season in Australia. It's all like, who decided that we were going to go and start with a 4 a.m. race?
No, it's not right.
No. I mean, I was reading a bit into it because even I was sat there thinking, we're going from like one side of the world to Europe to another side of the world back to Europe, and it didn't make sense to me at first. But then, like when I've read into it a lot more, and they're saying so, like when they go and do Montreal, they have to because if they did it around any other time, temperatures are way too cold. So I guess it does make sense. That they are switching things around a bit based on like temperatures, and we had the fact that they've moved some of the races because of religious holidays and stuff as well, which I think is actually really respectful and great for like getting different cultures involved and being respectful of that as well. It's fantastic. But it is like a massive change, and it's something that we all have to adapt to. But they got to F1 though because they put the calendar out for next year, so we've got like almost a year to kind of wrap our heads around what's happening.
We have Monaco booked.
Woo!
We're going to Monaco.
Race schedule released at 12. Apartment for Monaco booked at 12:01.
I had 2 apartments booked by 12:30.
You're on the ball. You are on the ball.
Literally sat in work and she was like, I booked Monaco. Oh, okay, yeah,
And I was like, for you.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, right, for me, okay.
I know, I the same. I was like, who's coming? I'll have to double check that I can be there. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm so sorry that I just assumed I was coming with you guys.
I was like, yeah, you're on there. You're on it.
You're on the list.
I like how they've moved Qatar back because they've done it for this year as well, haven't they? Because like, let's be fair, that was stupid having Qatar in October.
I was very concerned for like the welfare like last year. It was not okay at all. And the fact that they were even showing it on national TV, like what I mean, thank God that they did, because it raised for a lot of fans to make those concerns and complaints about the welfare of the drivers.
And that's why
So
they've
it
changed it.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
did lead to changes. So it was good, but at the same time, you think, put myself into the shoes of a driver. Do I want people around the world seeing me in these conditions after such a awful race because of the conditions? You've got to kind of think at some point, these drivers, as much as they're doing a job, they're doing a sport for the world to see, they are still human, and they would probably want their privacy to be respected at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, that's one hell of a tangent that I led
I was
us
going to
on
say, this is
into.
a tangent
Sorry.
and a half, this one, to this week.
Woo!
Just like the data, I am winging the podcast today. I got the agenda just as we came on, so I'm rolling.
All right, no need to reveal the fact that we only do an agenda 2 hours before we go.
Hey, I never said that you guys got it. You guys could have had it for days. I just had it straight away. I wasn't throwing anybody but me under the bus.
No, it's fine. If one of us are winging it, we're all winging it. Shan, it's all
love
good.
that.
You all wing it. We wing it every episode.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. At least we're passionate enough to be able to wing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, format, we did start off on this about the free practice, and then we sort of gravitated towards, and like you said about the sprint, quali and the sprint is not long after, and then the qualification for the race is, so the sprint quali, free practice and the sprint quali are on Friday, and then obviously the sprint and the race quali are on Saturday, and then the race being on Sunday. So the turnaround time for these guys is
not great.
There's no margin for error at all, doing anything at all, which is worrying and slightly exciting.
It's gonna prove an exciting weekend.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why I've not even looked at my predictions yet, on the app.
No, I've not done F1 predictions yet.
Sorry, with that being said about the quick turnaround, we know that some of the drivers aren't the biggest fans of sprint races, Max. But who do you think is going to give their all in the sprint, and who do you think is just going to keep that distance to make sure that they safely make it through so that they can do quali in the race?
Max is going to keep the distance and win. And still win.
Yeah. I feel
Max could push the car around himself for the sprint race and still win.
Max could just run.
Get Max on a bike.
It's going to be
Max and Carlos on the bikes will be fine. Actually, Bottas might take over with bikes.
Did you see the distance that Carlos did on his bike around the track today?
Yeah.
An hour.
Man's still recovering from appendicitis.
He's fine now. Stop milking that one now, girl. It's been 4 weeks. It's fine. Longer than 4 weeks. He's done 2 races since.
He has.
He's
somehow.
fine. Get over it. Just get over it now. He's had his moment in the sun. He's fine. He lost his appendix. That's it.
It's 9 grams.
Minor surgery.
It makes him go quicker though.
Yeah, come on. So last time we raced, sorry to jump back to that, because my notes are not in order. Sorry. We had that wonderful first lap double McLaren hit by Kvyat on Sainz and Norris.
It's Kvyat though. It's Kvyat. Doesn't matter. Max took it all from him.
I wasn't going to mention it, so I'm glad.
Max took it all from him. It's fine.
Oh man, though, come on, give him a break.
He did.
No,
facts.
Yeah.
No, sorry. After the stunt he pulled in 2019 with Sainz and Norris. No sympathy but I will say though, have you seen what LN4 have put on their Insta?
Yeah. I watched it and I was like, oh, I've not seen this. I had obviously seen it, just not from that angle. And then it was like, oh, I've not seen this at all.
Swimming into the sea and stuff, and I was just like, who's running the social media account because they need a pay raise?
Max.
Max needs a pay raise.
For LN4 this weekend, I can tell
Was
you.
was that the dude in the video that you had me watch?
The go-kart one, yeah, the other one.
Right, that's Max.
Wasn't in the cart, yeah.
That's Max. He sounds like someone I know as well. Like when
he's an old F3 driver. He was an F2 driver. He was racing for F3 when Antoine died.
Oh. No, I meant like his voice sounds familiar to someone I physically know, not
all right.
Celebrity person.
That makes giving you reasons why you know the voice.
No, I was like, oh, that sounds like so and so. Anyway, yeah. Well, yeah, Max needs a pay rise, pay him more, because that was mega. 3 DNFs last time. Do we know who
was the third?
Do you know any of them?
Well, he just said they've wiped out both McLarens.
No. He hit the McLarens.
Lando was obviously one of them.
So Lando was one.
Fine in the air.
He wasn't the first. Yeah, but he went on for ages after that, though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He might have just hit him, but he didn't go out without a fight, to be fair to him.
Oh, good on Lando. Bring that fight back in
his little rookie year. So Lando was actually the last DNF.
Was one of them Kvyat?
So the first one was Hulk.
Doesn't surprise us.
Yeah,
what was he in though? Renault?
Renault, yeah. So he retired in his little Renault.
Doesn't surprise us.
Second retirement then was Kvyat.
Shock.
And then the third retirement was Norris. So Norris has raced on this track but never finished. So the nerves are setting in for him on a weekend. But nerves. I don't know if his nerves are setting in for the weekend, but
yours are.
Mine are, yeah.
Yours are.
Yeah, you know my little delusional thought process of like, he's gonna win.
Mine too. We've both got that bet on, remember? Now we're bringing up every single podcast that we have that bet on.
If Lando Norris wins the World Championship this year, I get £265.
At the minute, it's time that I can cash out and I lose £1.82.
Oh wow! I don't put bets on because knowing my luck, I would lose everything.
So I only put a bet on because Sky Bet gave me a free £10 bet.
Oh, that's fair then. If you're betting with someone else's money, by all means, go ahead, bet the lot.
Yeah.
I get £120 if Lando wins.
Oh my god, it's so paid off to wait those 2 extra days, didn't it?
It really has paid off to 2 extra days. £130.
Yeah.
If I crash out now, I get £1.18 back. I get minus £8.82. Gamble responsibly, guys. Gamble responsibly. Okay, so are we on bold predictions now? Desperate to get my bold predictions out.
Yeah, how did you know? That was the next one. It's like you mind read. Like
she's been dropping them in throughout the podcast because she's just.
I've dropped one in. Dropped one in.
She's like put like subliminal messages in them, and she's like,
yeah, trying to lead it down that road.
One in.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do our bold predictions first, or do you want to do other people's bold predictions first?
So do others first.
Are we cutting this?
Give our girls a shout out.
So we asked girls across the grid, Northwest group chat, what their bold predictions for this weekend would be. And they've not actually disappointed, to be fair. Like, they've really come close to us. To be fair, like, we asked, they delivered.
We asked 100 people.
Survey says.
So, are we naming them or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, so first bold prediction is from our number one fan, Zoe.
Woo!
Woo! And Zoe has said, Fernando Alonso masterclass, high the wine's kicking in, high points, or totally excellent driving, or both.
Zoe's also come in and said it's going to be 2 or 3 DNFs.
And Zoe's final prediction was that Zhou Guan Yu points in home race. At this point, it feels bold. Poor bloke.
Oh, sim. Lucy is coming with her bold prediction of, I remember to update my fantasy team.
I'll believe that when I see it. I will be with her this weekend, so I will hold her to change in that team. She's also said that Danny Rick's going to win P1, P2, P3, driver of the day, fastest lap, and receive a knighthood.
We can only hope.
If he does that, I'm a Danny Rick fan for the rest of my life.
I'm with you on that one. Megan has said that her bold prediction is Stroll to outperform Alonso.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nat has said Logan will get points.
So has Rebecca. But Rebecca is the biggest Logan Sargent fan I know.
Controversial to that, Emma's bold prediction is that Alpine actually get points.
Oh, imagine. We've got one from Megan E here, which I feel like is quite brutal. Ferrari take each other out over team orders.
Wouldn't surprise us. Being a Ferrari gal doesn't surprise us. Katie has also said Alonso will be on the podium.
And Charlotte has said only 15 cars to finish, which means 5 DNFs.
Here's some bold predictions there.
Yeah.
Very, very bold.
So, are you going for yours, or do you want me to say mine? Because I got 2.
I can do mine.
Yeah.
I just need to find mine. 2 seconds. So mine, sprint race. I've done Norris, Leclerc, Piastri. I'm feeling positive.
My boys.
And then for the race, I've done Leclerc, Sainz, and Norris.
My boys.
Purely because of the tyre masterclass we got in Japan from Leclerc. And Sainz is just impeccable this season.
Yeah.
Ferrari have been impeccable this season.
I was going to say, anyone would be a fool not to put a Ferrari of some sort on the podium every weekend.
If not both.
Yeah, if not both. Exactly. Like Australia.
Yep.
So my first one is it's bold, but so I got sprint, Norris, Piastri, Hamilton.
Okay.
Because I feel like Hamilton's done this circuit so many times.
Yeah, this will be his 10th time doing it.
Yeah, other than Alonso, he's in it. Race, Norris, Leclerc, and
Pastry?
Oscar Pastry.
Piastri.
That's bolder than the sprint.
Do you think?
Yeah.
That's bold thinking Norris to get both a sprint win and a feature race win. But you never know.
Stranger things have happened. Danny Ricks won the circuit.
Yeah.
He was in a Red Bull.
Yeah, that's very true.
One, Shan.
Oh, I would say like a bold-ish prediction is Alonso either on the sprint or race, like top three. And I was just gonna go with Lando. Like the boy needs a win. Come on, he needs something already. And I'm just sat here thinking, like, if Max could help out Danny at one point, give your best friend a chance. Like, come on. I know he's on a different team, but come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let him have the
That's a
moment.
bold prediction. Max actually giving it up.
I was going to say that's your bold prediction. Max Verstappen giving it up for somebody else.
You know what? Yeah, that is my bold prediction. Max gives up the win for Lando. That's my bold prediction.
Even if he just gives up a podium.
Yeah.
Which leads us on to Emily's final bold prediction.
Verstappen finishes 4th or lower. I said what I said.
We've seen it in Singapore last year.
You said that with your chest. Loud and
Singapore
proud.
last year, it not past him.
And I'm wearing the t-shirt, so he's losing this weekend. Ta-da.
Talking about Red Bulls, can we just talk about quickly? Sorry, this is going off on a tangent, but I need to talk about it. We're talking about that Checo picture today.
The shirtless one.
The shirtless Checo picture today.
What about it?
I feel like it's changed my opinion a bit. From chest down only.
Yeah.
I have not seen it. I don't think I want to though.
Put it this way, I know why he's married to his wife. No, his wife's married to him.
That would make sense then. If you've seen the picture, like, I'll take your word for it. I am shocked. Wow.
So, like, from the top down, neck down, I'm for it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't see his face in that. Like, not to discriminate on his looks or anything, but he's just not my type in men.
No, he's not my type.
So
chest down, he is.
You can appreciate a good physique on a person. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just can't appreciate getting marched off a yacht. Or dragged through a casino. But that's for a different story. Different episode.
That is even more of a tangent than what you just went on. So, did the bold predictions live up to your hype, Em?
Yes. I feel like some of them aren't as bold as I thought they'd come in, but they're bold. And I'm going to apologise to Rebecca for saying this, but Logan getting points is bold.
That was actually going to be my bold prediction. And then when I heard them, I was like, I need to switch it up. But yeah, Logan getting points. I mean, do we think that Williams is bringing 2 cars to race day? And if
they'll bring 2 cars, whether 2 of them go on track.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a different
By
story.
Race day, if we only have 1 Williams car, do we think they will give Logan a shot? Because, you know,
they're better. It's unfair if they don't.
Yeah, like last time, they said, yeah, Alex, go ahead. You're going in the car. And then Alex didn't even get points. So.
No, it's unfair.
Is it fair to give Logan that chance if they only have 1 car this weekend?
They just need to give it to Logan. Deserves a chance to prove himself.
Yeah, and Alex has crashed his car and Logan's car.
Exactly.
So, and Logan recovered his car quite nicely in Japan.
Very nicely.
So, yeah. So, helmets. Have we all seen the helmets?
Marco?
Hello.
Because he's had a bold prediction this week. He's in talks with signs for Red Bull. That's all I'm saying about the matter.
Are we going to see RM in Red Bull merch? That's what I need to know.
I'd like to point out, Welshem's already seen us in Red Bull merch.
Oh yeah, your Red Bull leggings.
My Red Bull leggings.
No,
they are the comfiest pair of leggings I own.
I need to know if Sainz makes that move to Red Bull, are you going to buy a Red Bull top with
Yeah.
signs on the back? Yeah.
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 I'm wondering.
There will still be Ferrari gal through and through.
Yeah, you're
God.
still gonna be a Tifosi, aren't you? So I'm
Once a
wondering.
Tifosi, always Tifosi.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's still any like old school Signs fans out there with the Toro Rosso merch.
God, yeah.
I'll buy it off them.
Do you know what? If anybody like has the old school Toro Rosso signs, t-shirts, or like any merch, or they know anyone that does, or finds any pictures, please send them in to us because I would love to see them and like we can review them on the next episode. I think that would be great.
And M can try and like haggle with you to buy them off you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone's selling any, give us a shout.
Yeah. So helmets, not Marco. Race helmets.
Who's we're looking at first?
Shall we leave Hometown Hero till last?
Yeah, I love Hometown Heroes.
Should we start with George?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Let's get the worst out of the way.
Right.
Thank you. I agree.
I'm not a fan. Putting it out there.
You said you was.
I like the helmet. I just don't get the relevance.
Yeah, I don't.
And the
understand.
relevance things eating up more than what I like about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like I had a quick look before, and I think it's very like, oh, we're going to China. Let's just slap everything I know about China on it.
100%.
And then he's like, in the caption,
and then
where
he's
he
George
says,
split it in the
like,
caption.
yeah, completely George explained it, where he's like, you know, it's Year of the Dragon, so I have to put that in. But I was born in Year of the Tiger, and
Well, that's
it's
it.
kind of it's kind of giving pick me. I read the caption and I was like, George, your helmet is pick me vibes.
It's
Like,
given 2019 rookie PowerPoint presentation.
yes, exactly. It's very basic. I like the fact that it's like related to China, but it's basic.
Yeah. It is. You're not wrong. But then I feel like it's very George.
It's very busy.
Yeah.
His special helmets are always very busy.
Mm.
And I think if he had maybe just the dragon on, I get he's got a 63 in Chinese.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. He doesn't need his name on it because his name's not on his other helmet.
Mm.
It blends, I think, like the color scheme of it all. I just don't think the shade of red and the shade of gold, like they just blend so easily that you're missing quite a lot of what's on there unless you
the
really
gold doesn't
look.
stand out.
No.
Yeah,
And I think if he was in a Ferrari, you wouldn't tell it was a special helmet.
exactly.
Mm. Yeah. So with that said, Shan, about the red and the gold doesn't stand out, what do you think of Valtteri Bottas's helmet then?
Oh, let me go back to his because
I love Valtteri's. I think
let me
it's
just
plain.
do that.
I
But
think it's less gold than George's is, but it was a very late edition, so I've not had a proper stare
Do
at
you
the
know
helmet.
what? Do you know what? I have to say, right? Yeah, I stand by what I said. The gold, like going back to George's, the gold is blending into the red. However, when you look at the design of it, it's not busy because it's just one thing. Like it is just dragon.
A dragon.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
a dragon, and
But
I
also,
actually love that.
do you know what makes it not busy as well? Is the fact that you can't see the pattern on that until the sun is shining, like the light is shining on it.
Yeah, like
I
it
love
would be if it
that.
was a dragon.
So it looks, yes. So it looks all like an orangey red until you physically shine it into the light where you can see the dragon scales and stuff on it then.
It's very simple, but sometimes simple is very effective, and I think he's actually like nailed it right on the helmet.
He's not nailed it. Tiffany's girlfriend's nailed it. She's designed that helmet, and it's 5 stars for me. And 5 stars for the acting from Bottas, yet again. Not only a driving masterclass from Bottas, it's going to be an acting masterclass from Bottas, yet again, for that video.
The fire breathing video.
Yeah, love it.
It was
Gives it a
good.
bit of fun. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He's not sitting
No,
explaining why every single thing's on his helmet.
No. And he's not like dwelling on the fact that like the last time he raced here, he was racing for Mercedes and like, you know, coming like first, second, third and stuff. So yeah. Alex Albon's helmet.
Love it.
I love it. It's just so Alex coded. Like, that man can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't know what it is about him, but the whole panda, he's just like, he's adorable, he's funny, like he's just very wholesome, and I feel like that's what pandas give, like funny, lovable, wholesome.
I think it's very much his relationship with Lily as well, because if you think it's Lily's home race, I think it's very much he's just thought, I want to honour my girlfriend in some way, and I want to honour our relationship, because they're never serious.
Yeah,
I love
them. They never seem to be serious.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he's done it, and it's in front of like a panda as well.
In front of a panda.
I know, like PR top 10 for that post.
Amazing.
I love it.
Oh, look.
Oh, see, he's just such a wholesome guy. Like, how can anybody not love Alex Albon?
Is that Lily wearing it as well?
Yeah, it is.
That's adorable. Oh, bless him. Anyway, very cute helmet. I do like it. I love it when they're like animal themed and stuff, because I really liked it when with Yuki's helmet for Japan as well.
Love. I still love that helmet.
Yeah. Okay, so that takes us on to our last helmet.
Little hometown hero.
Oh, was that about the 2005 race?
20 years later, 2004.
Oh, 2004.
In his little Ferrari car.
As Sebastian Vettel says, everyone is a Ferrari fan.
And there he is, ready
front and centre
in his first home race.
Bless him. I bet he's waited. Well, he has waited. He said earlier, didn't he, in the press conference, he's waited 20 years for this.
Yeah.
Bless him.
His helmet, I adore.
It's different, isn't it? So
I love it. I love how it's just everywhere he's grew up.
Yeah, like, you know, there's like pinpoints of like, you know, major Chinese landmarks and stuff on
all
there.
the Singapore landmarks are in there. And it's the underground of Singapore.
Yeah. Do you know what I love about it is this is just like my take on it. The fact that it's like all the connecting routes of the underground. It just shows you like how connected people in the world can be.
Yeah.
Down to one thing. Like we are connected. Like we connected over our love of F1. And as we've connected with so many other people because of our love for F1. And I think that's just such a nice take from this helmet design, is that it's a connecting sport for people. And it's nice that, you know, he's finally got his home race in there.
And my favourite thing about it.
Yeah. 100%.
There he is 20 years ago. On the back.
I hope he has a really good race. Like, I know it's not going to be like top 10 finish, but I just hope he has like a really good race.
I hope he has a race he can enjoy.
Yeah.
like we know he's not in a car where you can score points. Unfortunately,
Sauber's he might be in a car. He's not got a team to be in the car to score points.
Yeah, so like he's not. Yeah, he's not.
His car could be good, but we've not seen the potential of that car yet.
It's not even that. Like when I was watching like the 2018 highlights, the 2019 highlights,
looking at the Sauber car then, it wasn't great. Like, Charles Leclerc was in the Sauber in 2018 and he finished last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and coming from like Leclerc, who now finishes probably nothing less than
8th.
5th or 6th or 8th. You know,
I was being generous. You were being realistic.
Touch wood.
The pain.
We know it's a car when it comes to Sauber,
Yeah.
so I just hope that he, like, you know, he does himself proud. He's going to do himself proud anyway because he's racing in China.
Yeah.
The first time in his F1 career, so
I just want him to have a race he can have fun in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel
Something
like
a bit fun, a bit light-hearted
like
for him because he's.
I feel like China is a race that drivers can have fun in though, because like it's such an overtaking friendly track.
Yeah.
Like, people don't need the DRS zones to overtake. I mean, the amount of highlights, like I've watched other highlights from, you can tell I've been on annual leave this week. I've watched the highlights from like 2006 up. So it's you can overtake on corners, it's a very wide track, you don't need to wait for the 2 DRS zones to overtake. You know, every highlighted race I've seen is that the winner of the race leader has changed so many times during the actual race.
We're going to get lots of good racing.
Yeah,
I think you've got 3 hairpins.
We don't know how it's going to be with Verstappen in an RB20, but one can hope, right?
No, RB20 is not always 100% on your corners.
But we never saw the RB19 in China.
No, we didn't.
So we haven't got a world champion Max Verstappen to compare to with China.
We have not seen a world champion Max Verstappen at China.
No, we're not. He's not finished higher than 3rd in China.
No. That was in 2018?
2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
And if Max Verstappen wins this weekend, he will receive a lovely trophy. What do you guys think about it?
I'm not sure of it.
So I wasn't sure about it, but then I read into it.
But it's when someone said it looks like a hoop earring, and now I can't unsee it looking like a hoop earring.
What, like the hoop earrings that I'm going to take out and...
Yeah. It just looks like one of them ones that you get from like Zara somewhere, you know, like the resin ones. It just looks like one of them.
The ones that are thicker at the bottom.
I had a look at it before, and the first thing that actually came to mind for me, I don't know how big on Marvel you guys are, but like I'm a massive Marvel fan. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, it reminds me of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Yeah, and obviously that film has some sentiment to the Chinese culture as well. So it was all linking up. It was making sense for me. I was like, it's a Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings trophy there.
Doesn't glow blue though.
It. No, it doesn't.
Does it? Or does it drop change for the driver who wins?
You never know.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Like
it's got that
trophy.
Gold. Yeah. But it's got that gold element where it's ring-like. And yeah, I think it's cool. I kind of like it. It makes me think of, like the plate trophies that you can get sometimes. I can't think of where they've had
like the Australia one.
So we have the Australia one.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, it kind of makes me think of like the plate trophies, but a hell of a lot more classier because it's a massive ring. So I actually really like it, to be honest.
So is it a ring or is it a necklace?
So it's a ring because now I looked into this. So it is a homage to the tradition of a winner's wearing a laurel wreath.
Oh, so like a Le Mans, like a Le Mans laurel wreath ring.
Yeah. So
even though
like
it's not, I'm saying Le Mans because that's where you only ever see the pictures of them, but you get them all the time.
So yeah, so like it's the homage to that, and I feel like it's to do with, like Shan said, with Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like rings are
I think they're quite big in
symbolic
Chinese
to
culture.
Yeah.
symbolic to Chinese culture as well. So
Oh,
what
you
I
can
want to
see
know.
what I've just noticed there. See my little Chinese lovely cat at the top.
Ah, see, look, he's like, you planned this.
I'm
You
going
planted that there, didn't you?
In preparation.
Mm. What I want to know is, do all of them light up or just first place?
I reckon it'll just be first place, like the Kiss Me trophy was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's nice. Like, I feel like we're very three different opinions on this. Like, Em's all a bit like, no, I don't like it. Sharon, you're very much like, yes, I do like it. I'm like, it's all right.
No,
Impartial.
Yeah, the trophy.
before we go on to the main topic of today, an hour and a half in, can we discuss other motorsport news?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
So we've got Indy at Long Beach this weekend, and we've got Théo Pourchaire in a McLaren.
Yeah, I saw that before. I was like, oh, this is exciting.
We have Théo with Pato and Alexander Rossi in a McLaren.
And do you know what? The McLaren admins, they never miss a beat. I have to give them that. So we're gonna get some good like PR content, I think.
I'm waiting for the content with Pato, Théo, and Alex, because the content anyway with the two of them, with Pato and Alex, is unbelievable. It has been was the last race with Callum Islet.
So
I think good.
Talking about McLaren content at the moment, this is well off on a bit of a tangent here now. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it a minute. So in the group
I've
chat,
got him here.
has anybody seen Rebecca Shaw's drawings?
Brilliant.
No.
Unbelievable.
Get one of them up for me, guys. Let's have a look. Let's show all the lovely people.
So she did that.
That's the Shadow McLaren team. That's their esport team.
Yeah.
And
so
every single one of them shared it, didn't they?
Each individual driver shared it, plus the McLaren Shadow one shared it. And I believe, let me just double check. I don't want to give like false facts. I think McLaren Shadow actually followed her as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And she's also just had her one of Pierre at, where did you come third last year? Holland? No.
Can't remember.
Sprint race,
Sorry.
Pierre came third, that race.
Yeah.
She's just had that back from Alpine signed by Pierre.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Like, congratulations.
Absolutely
That's
insane.
incredible. That is incredible.
Like, just got another one, yeah.
That's amazing.
Absolutely unbelievable. But here,
she is very, very talented.
Signed by Pierre.
That's mega. Fair play. Sorry, I just thought that deserved like a little bit of a mention. There it was on McLaren
did.
Shadow. McLaren Shadow reposted it as well.
Oh, congratulations, Rebecca.
Becca smashing that.
Keep it up. Like, if she wants to send us some drawings as well.
I know. Becca, if you want to draw us, I'm with you on Saturday. On girls' night. I'll see you Saturday.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
So we've got WEC this weekend as well. At Imola. 6 hours of Imola this weekend.
Really?
I'm just happy we're seeing Antonio back in the car. Antonio Giovinazzi is one of my favourite drivers ever. He's also my mum's favourite driver.
I was just about to say, Ali loves him.
Ali loves Antonio. But we've also got Callum Eilert going from the IndyCar seat of McLaren into his seat back in WEC. I can't confirm the team he drives for, but it's the same team as Jenson Button. They're in the same car.
Do you know what? This wasn't even on the agenda either. Whew.
It wasn't, but I need to get to my girls.
No, that's fine.
Now.
One hell of a tangent that was.
It was a good tangent, filling up that
We
load.
have the Iron Dames,
We do.
Dorian Pan and
Yep.
Marta Garcia taking on Formula Regional in them beauties
Now,
of a car.
this is what I expected Alpine's car to actually look like.
100%.
And it wasn't.
But that's a beautiful car.
Yet again,
And
trust a woman to do a man's job for him. Boom.
Correct.
I reckon they could probably do a better job than an Alpine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. I don't reckon that they can. They will do a better job than an Alpine.
Yeah. So 10 races for this season. And starting in Hockenheim.
Oh!
Hockenheim.
I drive past that all the time.
Love
when
that
I'm
name.
in Germany.
Never heard of
just-
Hockenheim before. But
Just
Hockenheim
note to
ring.
everyone,
The
Emily
big
does
ring.
not actually live in Germany.
Yeah, I
No.
don't live in Germany. I just
No, she doesn't.
feature tax episodes. I'll be in Germany.
Yeah.
No,
But
so
it
it's a big ring. It's similar to a NASCAR circuit. It's just a big ring that you just run around. They just go around and round and round. It used to be an F1.
Yeah, it did.
An F1 track, but that really wouldn't. Since they changed the cars, it wouldn't work.
So they're actually racing at another F1 track as well, aren't they? They're racing at Paul Ricard.
Exciting.
Ex F1. But they're racing at Zandvoort as well, to be fair. So and Imola.
Does anybody want to go? Shall we just book and go?
Let's go Red Bull Ring. Let's go to your Dutch national anthem live.
Let's go. Do you know what? Don't say yes, because what time are we on now? 9:30. By 9:45, everything will be booked. Like the flights, the tickets, the hotel, everything will be sorted
What
in the
I do
next 15
best?
minutes.
Well, they're going
It
they're going Monza in October. It's the last race of the season.
Don't tempt us.
Back to Italy we go. More Leclerc.
Back to find Leclerc ice cream.
It's just a shame the Spa is Monaco weekend and you're in Florida.
I know.
I'd love to go to Spa.
It's a shame I'm in Florida for Monaco weekend.
Oh, disgusting.
No, Monaco is my favourite track. I want to be buried at Monaco track.
Let's see what I can do.
It's a pretty boring track though sometimes.
Bury me at Monaco.
Bury
In the
me
tunnel.
in Monaco. Yeah, we'll bury you under the tunnel.
Fine. Tunnel was my favourite thing when I did it. Bury me at the slip and slide.
Bury me at the slip and slide. Yeah.
Take that out of context.
Well, yeah, just snip that out and put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Bury me at the slip and slide.
So, as we're on Monaco,
No,
new
wait.
edition.
Before we move from Iron Dames, so the slogan is "Women driven by dreams,"
Aww.
and if that is not a slogan that we should all live by, I don't know what is.
No.
100%.
So yeah, sorry, you may now continue. I just needed to slip that in.
Talking about Monaco, we've got
How
a new
about it?
addition to our favourite Monegasque family.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
promoted Arthur Leclerc. He's now no longer mini Leclerc.
No, he's the one. Who? Arthur who?
Mini Leclerc is now Leo. The
Big
puppy.
Leo. Have you guys
He's a
seen all the
sausage.
memes? Have you guys seen all the pictures where they say like dogs look like their dads? And then it's just two pictures of like Leo and
100%.
Charles like smiling. And I'm like, oh, they're so baby girl coded. Like,
Leo was waiting for the next
entirely.
episode of PWine today.
That is
Wait
what's
patiently
going
for
on.
the new PWine.
Thank you
Such a
for
good
your
boy to be
service.
waiting patiently.
Thank you for your dedication to the podcast, Leo. We love you so much.
We love you. Now bring your dad on the podcast.
Yes.
Or your mum.
Any Leclerc, to be honest, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring Lorenzo.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, bring all three of them because we'll share Charles. I'll have Arthur and you can have Lorenzo.
I love Lorenzo. This
I
last
love
week
them
I
all.
declared my love for Martin Garrix. This week I'm declaring my love for Lorenzo.
Who is it going to be next week?
Every week on
We'll
the
see how it
podcast,
goes.
we will. Yeah, every week on the podcast, we will see who Emma reveals her love to. Stay tuned.
So I was watching, sorry, complete tangent, right? I was watching the highlights for 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. Guess who was in the Red Bull garage? Martin Garrix. And I was like, you've
Bring him back. You
You
will be in a
changed
McLaren garage
allegiances.
now, but bring him back.
I know, I was like, proper young looking Martin Garrix, and I was like, oh.
I'm not going to lie. I've tried to convince Shannon at least 7 times to come to Ibiza to us for closing parties to go see Martin Garrix.
Do you know
mate,
what?
I'm
Like,
up for it.
I genuinely would, but I also feel like I'm not in the clubbing stage. Like, I couldn't hack a party holiday in Ibiza.
No,
I can
it's
can
in
barely
Ushuaia.
hack
It's
a
not a
bottle.
club. You're having to pool. It's a pool party.
I mean, I can barely handle a bottomless brunch for 2 hours at Slug and Lettuce. Like,
I feel like
let
I'm
alone
Georgie
on
in
Ibiza.
it.
I feel like I've had like a second wind of life though. Like, so like my early 20s, I was all like, yeah, mid 20s, like, you know, quite calm and everything. Hit 30s, I'm more like,
You met me
I'm
then,
ready.
though.
I am
Do you
ready
know what?
to re-hit
That
my
is
clubbing stage.
probably what I need to do. When I hit my 30s, I'll go back into like the party stage. But I'm in the late 20s. Well, not just yet. I'm in the late 20s. Like,
Mid-20s.
I'm still in the mids for another like 5 months, so I'll take it. But yeah, I'm just too chill right now.
Yeah, I was like
But
that, but now I've had like a new lease of life of clubbing.
I love it.
So,
Whether my
Well,
body can handle it, I don't know. But
are we going to have Leo in a garage?
we need
I think
Leo in a garage.
Leo's going to
think
be in a
when
garage
he's
from
older,
Monaco.
when he's older, I think he will because his ears need to adapt to the sound.
Yeah. I think you'll be in Monaco. He might be in Imola.
He'd definitely be a Monza.
You'll be
Yeah,
in Monza.
100%.
We'll be in the same space as Leo Leclerc.
We are gonna go and find Leo Leclerc and we are gonna be like, oh, we will dog sit for you. We will take him for a walk because he'll be a bit bigger by then, so he can go on walkies. Like, we will offer our services. Charles, if you are listening and watching, we will look after Leo
If
in
you're
Monza
listening and
for you.
watching,
You're watching Charles.
Girls, you gotta hope. Like, shoot. Every shot you don't shoot is a shot that is missed.
But yeah, he is. It's the video of him running through the grass.
oh yeah, like he's like jumping.
Yeah,
I'd
'Cause
say
he's not
running.
quite
He's hopping his way through the grass.
he's adorable.
But then I thought that's not taken actually in Monaco because I've never seen any grass in Monaco.
I've
Unless
never
it's a
been,
back
so I don't
garden.
know.
I don't know.
Come next year, you'll know.
We will report back in a year's time whether there is grass in Monaco or not.
Whether there's any grass in Monaco.
Enticing episode of PWine. See if there's grass in Monaco.
Oh,
We found
man.
grass in Monaco episode.
Do you know what?
125.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind, but you two are the one drinking wine tonight, and I'm not, and I'm coming out with Finding Grass in Monaco. Maybe I'll say more
So,
intelligent things next week when I'm actually on the wine.
If there was ever a title for this episode, like last week we had, oh my god, it's diet ice cream. It's like, is there grass?
is there grass in Monaco?
Is there grass in Monaco?
Wow.
Okay, guys. Got anything else on
I
the
think we should
agenda?
open with that.
Yeah, so my next bit on my agenda is little like homage to Danny Rick.
Yeah.
Because I feel like man's having a hard time.
Having a very hard time in that car.
Yeah.
Having a very hard time for the last 4 years. 5 years.
I'm now
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it's the car.
But then Yuki's doing okay.
That's why I'm not convinced it's the car. I just think it's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But I kind of have to not exactly give him credit, but give him a tiny bit of leeway. Like, he's had a horrible past couple of years. Like, his confidence must have been knocked like so badly. Like, and then he comes back, he's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, I've got another chance at driving. And then he breaks his wrist and he is out again. And then he gets replaced by the reserve that is Liam Lawson, who absolutely smashed it. And you've got him lingering around the garage on race weekend when Danny Rick comes back, and he must be thinking, oh shit, like, this dude smashed it whilst I've been away with broken wrist, and he's lingering. Like, so many thoughts must be running through his head, like, I might lose my seat. And I think just like everything's really getting to him by the looks of it.
But why is he letting it get to him? He should be trained enough
But sometimes
to
you just
flip
can't
that
help
switch to go, I'm in race mode.
But sometimes you just can't help it. As much as you try, you can't
We're
help.
5 races
Like,
in now.
yeah, but if it's still bothering him, it's still bothering him. Like, Danny, if you need a good therapist, I have a number.
But I feel like I feel like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, the villain by you a little bit.
Oh,
He's made a rod for his own back for leaving Red Bull.
With you. I'm with you.
yeah.
If that man hadn't left Red Bull when he did, like at all, there was no pressure on him to leave Red Bull. Like, Horner wasn't all like, you need to perform or you're out. That seat was firmly his and had been his for years.
He's just got hit to his ego.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know whether like Renault was all like, offer you 5 million more or so. I don't know what that deal was. Whatever, it must have been enticing. But like, to go from the winning streak that man, well, not winning streak, but like he won things with Red Bull, but to go from that to go, it was just, like I said to you in the week, you either die a hero or you live long enough to watch yourself become a villain. And that's exactly what's happened to Danny Rick, unfortunately. And it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. But he's made his bed, he needs to lie in it.
He needs to show that he can perform.
But he can't in the car.
But is it the car though? Because Yuki's getting something out of it.
Yep.
Lando got something out of it at McLaren.
He still won a race with McLaren.
Yeah, he won Monza.
But like, I think that was like what like one race.
Yeah. I mean, it's still one more than Lando. I am so sorry.
But it is true. But Lando was still getting stuff out of that car. Yuki's still getting stuff out of the car now. Liam got something out of the car last year.
Yeah.
But Liam Verstappen last year.
I feel like if Danny Rick had stayed at Red Bull, Max Verstappen wouldn't be the 3-time world champion that he is now.
No.
He was number one driver.
I mean, I just want to throw a spanner into the works on that because a lot of people actually like, they despise Max's dominance and all the rest of it. And they're like, it's the car, it's the car. And if you look at everything from such like a technical viewpoint, yeah, fair enough. There's a part to it that the car is doing the work. However, Max is so skillful as a driver. So I don't I don't know. I think maybe you're right, like maybe he wouldn't have as many world champions as he does right now, but 100% he would have at least one, possibly two world championships, even if Danny Rick stayed, because of how good of a driver he really is. And that's the thing that I don't like about people's opinion on him is they just hate him for his dominance, but it's like the guy is talented as hell.
The guy's earned his stripes.
Yeah.
100%.
But I'm with you though. I don't think he would have been as dominant if Danny was in the car, because I think he would have thought that Danny had something to prove, so he fought a lot more. So
yeah,
if you know what I mean, he fought a lot more, and Danny would have possibly got more wins and had a world championship.
So here's my bold prediction of a what if. A little Marvel reference for the Shan view.
For Shannon, because I'll get Disney references, I won't get a Marvel.
Well, I'm here for like the happy middle ground, like with the Disney and the Marvel references. So use for a what if for you. If Danny Rick had stayed at Red Bull, he'd be the world champion, not Max.
That'd be him. So
the 2021 head-to-head with Hamilton would have been Danny Rick, not
would have been Danny.
Yeah, 100%. I think I agree. I agree with you on that one.
Potentially, like, Danny Rick would have been maybe 2022, but then I feel like Max probably would have taken over in 2023 then. But I genuinely think that 2021 World Championship would have been Danny Rick's if he stayed with Red Bull.
Yeah, 100%.
That's heartbreaking for the man.
And I don't think it would have had as much controversy around it.
I still think it would have controversy if it still gone the way it had.
Yeah, just not as much.
But maybe not
because we went, it's Danny.
Yeah, everyone.
Mr. Personality.
Everyone likes Danny Rick.
Everyone likes
Danny. My nan loves Danny Rick. 83-year-old woman. Oh, Danny Rick's my favourite driver. I wonder why, Nan, because he smiles a lot and he's, cheery.
And you've got to give the guy props for everything that he's been through and potentially still going through. That man shows up with the biggest smile on his face, polite to people, like making everybody laugh. He's such a wholesome, positive energy. And it's great. Like, we need more people like him in the world with that type of energy.
Yeah. And if all else fails, he can become a basketball player.
Yeah,
he was really good, wasn't he?
Did really well at that today.
Did we see Ocon's back throw straight into the net? Put Gasly.
No, I've only seen Danny's.
Well, I saw Danny's, and it was like he threw it in from a distance, fair play. And then I saw Gasly's, and it was like quite like his driving of 2024. Crap. And then Ocon comes along, does like a little back throw straight in, and I was like,
that is Esty Bestie for you.
Yeah.
Can I say something about? I'm going to be very controversial about Australians here. Danny's not my favourite Australian on the track this year.
Piastri.
Jack Doohan, all the way. Jack Doohan, all the way.
I thought you were going to say Mark Webber.
He's not been in a car yet this year, but Jack Doohan all the way.
I thought you were going to say Mark Webber.
I wanted Lando to be on that Australian podium purely to say Mark Webber to Mark Webber.
Mark Webber.
Final predictions for race weekend. Sprint race first, Emily.
So I think sprint-wise, it's going to be Verstappen, Perez, Sainz.
Shannon?
Verstappen, obviously. I don't really know, like, I don't know because Oscar does quite well in sprints, but it's a track he's never raced at before. So yeah, I would probably go with the two Red Bulls and then either one of the Ferraris, possibly
I'm going to
Oscar.
go Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, the sprint.
Still think that's a bold prediction, you know.
Yeah.
I just think you'll pull something out the bag. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, fair enough. Very good.
Feature race.
Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc.
Okay, Shan?
Verstappen. Leclerc. And then either Perez or Sainz.
Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc.
So either way you look at it, it's 2 Red Bulls and a Ferrari, or a Red Bull and 2 Ferraris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the dominant teams this year.
100%.
But you never know. Alpine are bringing upgrades this weekend, and Gasly's very good at a sprint.
Yeah.
And he's wearing red.
And he's wearing red.
Red is a lucky colour.
Today. I don't know if I think it's normal race suits tomorrow.
Yeah, but wearing red.
Red rings in China. That's what I'm going. You never know.
Well, we can discuss all that next week.
Next week
on our episode, we will have the results from the both the qualies and the sprint race and the actual Grand Prix itself, and a few other topics like Charles Leclerc's sportsmanship lately, the teammate
where Seb is.
Yeah, where is Seb?
Where's
and
Seb?
Why
Seb is going to be a
has he
weekly
been?
feature.
Yeah,
So weekly feature
like-
is Vettel.
yeah.
Vettel is a weekly feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's he
well,
bringing out? We'll discuss that next week.
Yeah, and we're going to talk
Yeah.
about the Lando and Oscar show as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is coming up on the podcast for next week. Next week. It's been lovely to speak to you guys as always.
Bye,
See you next
guys.
week.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.